If you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, please drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel with your bell notifications turned on. Now let's get into the video. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have another player review of the new James Rodriguez, the 84 rated James Rodriguez. So he got released today in the team of the week. He's an 84 rated overall. And he's on the right wing, so let's talk about him. So we're looking at his stats first of all. He has 58 pace, so he has 60 acceleration, 56 sprint speed. In terms of his shooting, 81 positioning, 85 finishing, 88 shot power, 94 long shots, 92 volleys, and 82 penalties. There's one penalty he scored, that should be higher, because the penalty he scored was insane. His passing is probably his best part of his card in terms of his 85 vision, 93 crossing, 89 free kick accuracy, 85, 83 short and long pass, and 92 curve. In terms of his dribbling, 79 agility, 77 balance, 85 reactions, 92 ball control, 88 dribbling, and 89 composure. Defending and physicality we don't really talk about because it's not really standout stats. There is one standout stat in physicality, and that is for the bad reason. He has 67 stamina. So you're pretty much going to be subbing him out straight away. You already know that. Alright, so let's talk about this actual card. Now, don't play him on the right wing. Guys, for God's sake, do not play him on the right wing. He is absolutely wasted on the right wing. 58 pace, he ain't going to be doing any running with 58 pace. So, what will you do? You chuck him on the right wing in the start of the game, and then do a custom tactic that brings him in the center attack in mid position. I think every single person that has somewhat of a brain will actually do that, because 58 pace on the wing, that ain't it. I knew as soon as this card came out and it was saw he was a right wing, that was going to be bad. So how is he as a cam? If you've used his goal card, you know how good he is. He's just even better with this card. So in terms of his passing, I still think that's the best part of him. He puts so many chances on a plate for so many strikers. It is unbelievable. Whether it's dishing it out to the wing, whether it's just doing a cheeky dink over the defenders, just so many just nice through balls, so many passes he makes end up on the striker or winger's feet to get an easy shot on goal. Just because when I say he's one of the best passers I've used, it's really true. I've used Pogba, I've used Zidane, maybe not better than Zidane, but he's definitely up there with one of the best passers of the ball I've used so far in this game. Just imagine Ozil, right? Do you know when Ozil came into the Premier League? Imagine him his first season. That's basically what Rodriguez is. Just he puts so many chances he creates for your team. It's actually unreal. It's like Ozil and Giroud. If my strikers could actually finish their shots, he would have so many more assists. It's actually unbelievable how many assists he could have had. He does have more specialities as well. Obviously his finishing is strong as well. His goal card is strong, and his team of the week card just increases his finishing just a little bit. Obviously, if he does end up getting a shot on goal, most of the time he is troubling the keeper if struck with his left foot. 2-star weak foot. His right foot is pretty much like a spoon. You shoot with his right foot, it's either wrapping around the post and going wide, or he's absolutely spooning it over the bar. Just do not shoot with his right foot. Just please do not do it. Unless it's a wide open goal, to which case then I would still say drag it onto your left. Do not shoot with his right foot. 4-star skill moves as well as 92 ball control and 88 dribbling. Guys, he's incredible to dribble with. 4-star skill moves, just using your R1, the new R1 dribbling. Very, very fun dribbling, and that does make up for his lack of pace. So especially at the cam position where he's surrounded by so many players, that 58 pace isn't that big of a deal. Obviously, it is still a negative of this card. I have put it down as a negative because 58 pace, man, it's hard not, in FIFA, it's hard not to put that down as a negative. It's not a big deal as much this year, but it's still a negative. Like, 58 pace is bad. Like, it's not a good thing. Now, in terms of the player instructions I would put on this card, so obviously he's sitting at cam, right? The player instructions I put on him was free roam because I want this guy to just run around everywhere. I want him to pick up the ball from different places on the field, just because he's that spark in your midfield that can create a chance out of nothing. So if he's picked up the ball on the actual kickoff line, then he has the ability to send a really long-range pass, whether it's a cross, whether it's a through ball, up to your attackers to then kickstart your attack from defense. I have him on stay forward while attack because if you have him on come back while defending, he doesn't really have the pace to recover to get back up the field. So imagine you're defending and he's running back. You then don't have that creative spark up front. to potentially then create a chance for your attackers, and also his defending isn't really that great anyway, so it's kind of a waste bringing him back. And also I do have him on stay outside of the box when a cross comes in, just because if the ball comes out to him, it lands on his left foot, he is rifling that and troubling the keeper every single time. Now in terms of the actual chemistry style I would use, so I would either use a Catalyst chemistry style or I would use a Maestro. Catalyst increases his pace up to a 68, as well as increases his passing to pretty much everything above a 90 apart from his vision, which I'd argue his vision's in the 90 anyway. Or I would use a Maestro. So his Maestro increases his dribbling up to 93, increasing his reactions, and his dribbling up to a 95 and a 98. It increases his shooting, so his shot power is then 98, which is just insane. 99 long shots and 97 volleys. So that on his left foot will be insane. It also increases his passing, his vision up to a 90, his free kick accuracy up to a 99, and his short and long passing up to a 90 and a 93. So in terms of my actual ratings for this card, now it's kind of hard to rate this card, I'll be honest, because my expectation, seeing him on the right wing, obviously you knew that you could bring him into a cam position, so it's kind of like that, but also I kind of forgot that he had a 2-star weak foot, so I was right, because I'm right-footed myself, I have a habit of just bringing it onto my right foot. Every single player, I'm trying to get out of that, but obviously his left foot is strongest part of his shot, and once it is on that left foot, he just rifles it. Now in terms of enjoyment, I put it down as a 7 just because it's that pace, man. That pace, that 67 stamina, as soon as it reaches the 70th, 75th minute, he's pretty much not there anymore. Like, he does get, because you have him on free roam, obviously you can turn that off, but I like to have my cams on free roam just so they can kind of be involved with the play as much as possible wherever they are on the pitch. In terms of enjoyment though, again, I'll put it down to I enjoyed him in squad battles. In terms of rivals, it was kind of hard to enjoy him just because almost every time it seemed like the ball landed to him outside the box, it always landed on his right foot. Like, I don't know why. Maybe if you want to chuck him on the right side of your cam position, maybe running 3 cams. I run him with 2 strikers up front. But every time the ball landed to him, it seemed like it was always on his right foot. And he never seemed to shoot with his left foot if it's on his right foot. Maybe like an outside the foot shot with his left. It's just that right foot really hindered my enjoyment of him. In terms of the price though, he's 20,000 coins. Like, for 20k, go get this card. Because he's incredibly fun to use for 20k. Overall, I give him an 8 in terms of whether I would run him in foot champs. I'd still say no. Because I feel like in your midfield, especially with your attack, you just want faster players. As good as this card is in terms of distributing the ball, in foot champs, that's a whole different story. In squad battles, this guy is phenomenal. Like, he's incredible in squad battles. But I would not use him in foot champs, I'll be honest. But if you want a good squad battles card, I definitely recommend this card. But guys, overall, this card is a fun card to use. It's just, if you're using him competitively, it might be a bit difficult, just because, gosh, that pace. I try not to use pace as much this year, just because it's not that big of a deal, but it's just the pace, man. You need the pace. But guys, I would definitely run him in squad battles. Like, if you have a slot for your right winger, and then you want to drag him into the cam position, and then maybe run the 4-1-2-1-2 formation with no wingers, that is where I think this card really, really shines. But if you're running wingers, obviously you need a fast center player to then put out on the wing. Otherwise, you're going to be leaving your winger on 7 chem, which you might want to play with 7 chem. But if you want to play on full chem, you do really struggle getting another right winger, so you might want to think about just having a 4-1-2-1-2 in mind with your left winger up front. That's probably your best bet. That's what I ended up doing. So guys, that's it for the review of this card. If you guys have enjoyed the review, please drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around here. Let me know if you have used this card and what you guys think of him. See you guys later, take care, peace.